This week's Latin roots are EU and DYS. So if you remember them together, you'll have a better chance of remembering them in general. So EU means good and DYS means bad, right? So you can always think about it as utopia and dystopia. So EU meaning good or well-being, DYS or dis meaning bad or improper. So make sure that we're not confusing DYS with last week's Latin roots, which were die, diff, dis, right, in different directions. So we have this Y, DYS, as opposed to DIS, making it dis as in bad or improper, okay? So you might not be familiar with with any of our words really this week. We have eulogize, dyspnea, euphemism, evangelist, and euthanasia. Okay. Now, again, you might be thinking, well, this word evangelist, that doesn't start with an EU, it's an EV. Well, it's that process of assimilation where our words change over time. So keep that in mind, okay? But the root meaning is still going to be good, right? So you'll have to do your legwork to figure out what this means and how we can apply that to good, okay? So when you think about utopia or dystopia, maybe you can think about this movie that came out a while ago. It was super cute. It was Zootopia, where these animal characters live in like this perfect utopian society. Everyone has a place, things run well. It's one of those ideal or really good societies, right? Um, a dystopia is where like the future is really bad and bleak. You can see, evidence of that just by putting in the pictures. My favorite book is 1984, which is a dystopian fiction. So I tend to look for books that are in that dystopia vein. I'm trying to think. Hunger Games. That's probably one of the most popular dystopian fictions. So you can see that the society is ruled, and the situation is really bad. The future is bleak in the Hunger Games. So it's our characters' job to overcome that and try to break down this dystopian society. Okay? So let me find my page again. Okay. So think about that utopia and dystopia. There's even a show on Netflix, I think right now, or Amazon, called Utopia. I'm giving it a try. It's okay. It hasn't caught my attention yet. But it's spelled like this, utopia, right? But the old world or traditional spelling of utopia was kind of like Europe, utopia, okay? All right. So I hope that that helps to understand EU and DYS. Take some time to put these words in your ELA notebook and define. You can use Go Conquer as a study tool, or the Divide and Conquer as a study tool to help you understand these words this week. All right. Happy studying.